Everybody has had a moment exactly like that, and that, quite frankly, in my opinion, is the only way, the only place left for this song to go. What's up, everybody? Coming at you from the road here in sunny South Carolina. Just wanted to get set up here and do a quick video reaction. And today, I'm really excited to check out Falling in Reverse. The Drug in Me is Reimagined. This is not a blind reaction, but it's something that I stumbled across just recently within the past couple months, and I got hooked immediately on the band, on Ronnie Radke's story and all of that stuff. But I mean, quite frankly, the story it's not even icing to me. It's kind of a hook, like, oh yeah, he's got kind of a checkered past, but I don't really get caught up in all that stuff. The music is really what has got me excited. Like I said, stumbled upon Falling in Reverse actually watching reaction videos, and it blew me away. I mean, it was unlike anything I'd ever heard before. Took everything that I loved about music and heavier music and melodic music and smashed them all together in a blender and just ramped everything up to 8,000 RPMs. So I loved it immediately. So like I said, I have listened to this song several times. I play the piano, and I've actually really started to kind of devote myself to learn this piano part. The solo in the middle is quite extraordinary, and I got it mostly. If I crank it up to 100 beats per minute, it gets away from me a little bit, but I think if I keep working at it, I can clean it up a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna go through it, and I'll tell you what I think about it. How's that sound? All right, cool. I guess that's all there is to say. Again, and everybody says this about all of his music videos. Wonderful production. Wonderful.
I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find her staring in my face. The feel of mortal stalking still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin. Just in case.
All right, perfect. So listening to that, just honestly, the breathiness of it, stark contrast to the first rendition of the song, the original rendition. I think it was about 9 years ago it came out. That one had, that was a very pop, rock, punky, not pop, but punky rock feel to it. Almost had that like Blink 182 push on the vocals. Again, and I think the whole point of it was when you listen to the lyrics of this song, and then you juxtapose it over the upbeat kind of having fun with it attitude of the original song, especially when you consider the music video of the old one going to rehab and all that sort of stuff. I think that was kind of the fun of it, the point of it. It's like you have this really deep, dark, powerful lyrics about torture and drug abuse, juxtaposed on top of, people laughing it off, which, if you know anybody who has had some sort of serious drug addiction, that's often something that you see. Oh, we just laugh it off. We're just having fun until the fun stops. So, again, very, very different. I think this fits much better with the overall theme of the lyrics. So yeah.
My body's trembling and shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks and shifts into overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every single time you roll with crooked eyes. I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying
One thing I noticed about this one, he has another one that he's reimagined or revamped. The I'm Not a Vampire revamped, right? So it's similar to what he's done with this one, older song. Kind of changed it up a little bit, made it extremely dramatic. But one thing that I noticed between that album or that video and this video is his tattoos, his face tattoos, and his hand tattoos, they're exposed in this video, whereas in the vampire video they are not exposed. It looks like he may have covered it up with either CGI or makeup. I'm not sure. I always wondered about that. Like why have you covered him up with the vampire one but not with this one? Could this one potentially be a little bit more raw? You're sitting more on the nerve with the lyrics and the feel of the song. I'm not sure, because I'm Not a Vampire revamped. It's a pretty intense, raw song in and of itself. But that's just something that I noticed and I thought was interesting to think about. Also, this hit me today. I would love kind of getting back to the juxtaposition of the content of the song versus the music and the delivery. It would be, I thought about this. I'm a father and, of young children. It would be funny in my mind to redo this video as like a parent, right? Like dealing with all the questions that run through your head with kids, like, why the fuck did you just do that? And how parents, just, I guess, kind of playing with the idea that the drug in me is you. Is like, I'm drugged on my love for my kids, but God, it's like torture sometimes listening to him and watching him do the things. You're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? So I thought that would be funny, seeing a parent like just collapsing in the midst of a toy room that is completely and utterly destroyed after you've cleaned it up for the 50th time or something like that. But anyway, that's just me.
The hand of doubt, running from my past, I'm praying feet.
Really, really, really good job of making it look like he's playing the piano.
I lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here.
That part right there, it's awesome. You think, he would either go up or down on that last note, but he just kind of leaves it right there on the edge. You know what I mean? He just cliffhanger, like, I'm not gonna resolve this chord for you right now. It's just adds another level of uncertainty and vulnerability, quite frankly, in the music to me. How he just says, meant to be here. He doesn't go up, he doesn't go down. It's just like a cliffhanger right there.
To consume. The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see?
Back into the leading line, get you brought back in. So it's interesting when you think about the piano part of this. It's a very simple piano part for the majority of the song. I mean, once you get into the solo, which is obviously coming up here in a little bit, it's a very simple, easy to play thing. It's mostly eighth notes, quarter notes. I mean, that's it. You can hear the bass line. It's a very simple bass line. Doom, doo, 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 doom, 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 doom. It's very it's driving, but it's also just kind of droning, I guess would be the thing. Just this lumbering bass line that just kind of keeps you rolling, keeps you moving. It's very nice, very nice.
I've got these questions always running through my head. So many things that I would like to understand. If we are born to die and we all die to live, then what's the point of living life if it just contradicts? I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt.
So the contrast between the first refrain, right, and this one, obviously the first one is extremely light in tone, but it's breathy, it's very extremely vulnerable, and this one is almost like a cry. He's really trying to let this person know, or let the world know, or whoever the hell's listening to him know that this is more than just a struggle for him. This is an all-consuming issue, which for anybody who has been deeply in love or deeply involved in drugs, you can kind of see the comparison there. I mean, it's all-consuming, and it's very easy to see how. I mean, we've all done stupid shit because we love somebody, right? Especially when you're younger. But yeah, I can definitely see the correlation there. It's a very good analogy.
All the time, I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume the drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see?
Here it is. So starts out with 30-second notes. You're really just going, what is it? It's is that C minor to F, C minor to F, C minor. Yeah, C minor, F, C minor, F, C minor, F. It stops in C minor, and then you get into a really, really, really cool, interesting pattern. You'll hear those. They almost sound like trills. Okay, they almost sound like little bitty trills. But after that, then you get a little break. And then it really starts to heat up. So that pattern is it's a set of 16th note triplets. Okay, and then it moves into 30-second note runs, arpeggios, just straight up, straight down, back into 16th note triplets. So it's like triplet, 2E and a 3E and a triplet, triplet, 2E and a 3E and a triplet, triplet, 2E and a 3E and a triplet, triplet. Yeah. So, but that's at halftime. So anyway, yeah, it really gets meshed together at this speed, but it's quite impressive, and a lot of fun to play. Here it is. Triplets all the way up. Triplet, 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 triplet.
I've lost myself. You tried to reach me, but you just can't help me. So long, goodbye. You tried to save me, it won't work this time. 'Cause now I've lost my fucking mind, and there's no fucking time.
So at this point, I've heard Ronnie say he feels silly at this point in the song. He wishes he could have changed the lyrics a little bit, but didn't. So that would be they would be exactly what they were when he originally wrote it. It just seems so funny to be so soft and dainty, fucking mind. But for me, I love it. I love it, not because it's original, not because it's what it should be with the first song, because, like I said, with the first iteration, he did this first refrain. It's a very soft, like, holy shit, I'm here and I'm dealing with this myself. The first time, very light, airy, breathy, almost like he's having a conversation with himself, coming to grips with it himself, And then the second time he gets to this soft part, it's louder, right? He's announcing to the world that, hey, I'm dealing with this right now. I have no idea what to do. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen, right? That's the feeling of it. Now we're back to this, right? So third time, and it's very soft again. So now it's almost like he's resigned to it. And when he uses the word fucking mind, I've lost my fucking mind, in a soft tone, it just kind of emphasizes I have been purely broken down and devastated by my state of what's going on with my addiction to you. Whether you are an actual person that I'm in love with, or I'm in love with the drug, right? That is all consuming to me. So yeah, he could not. I mean, we obviously have the beautiful lady in here as well, but she could be an actual person, or she could be a representation of whatever the drug is he is in love with. So yeah, but this third time, it really is just a sign of complete resignation and defeat. I've just lost my fucking mind. You know, you can almost hear the tears in his voice, right? I mean, how many times have we just been like, oh God, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do, right? So I love the progression, the emotional progression of these three refrains coming back and forth. All right, let me back it up so we can hear that beautiful part one more time.
You try to save me, it won't work this time. 'Cause now I've lost my fucking mind, and there's no fucking time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume. The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you stop? Can't you
Yeah, man, that's just so great. Every single time it gives you chills. Yeah, so he went from complete resignation, just defeated, to that moment when you just can't contain it anymore. Like, how can you not possibly understand or see what is happening to me? You know, screaming at your top of your lungs. Whether you're doing it physically, or whether you're doing it in your heart, or whether you're doing it in your brain, like, everybody has had a moment exactly like that. And that, quite frankly, in my opinion, is the only way, the only place left for this song to go, right? Just pure, unadulterated screaming for help. It's just so great, man. It's so great. Yeah, everybody's had a moment. Hopefully, if you haven't, you need to, right? In your car or somewhere where you're by yourself, and just scream as loud as you can with everything in your being, everything in your soul. I mean, it's cathartic. Yeah, you don't want to get there too often, but when you do, just the emotional release valve that you get from screaming at the top of your lungs, not even words, just noises, just guttural, emotional outpouring. I mean, you can't beat it. You just feel so much better afterwards. Doesn't mean your problem's fixed, but it clears your head, clears your heart a little bit, so you might be able to make some better decisions moving forward, or deal with whatever circumstance you're in. So anyway, Yeah. Let me back this up just here so we can get that good buzz one more time.
misery? Can't you stop? Can't you stop?
So there at the end, right, all we're left with is the sound of crackling wood as it is burned to ash. What really strikes me at the end, that last scream, that last "can you see," they drop it. They drop everything out of it, and you almost hear that scream like as an echo, as a muffled, echoed afterthought, right? So maybe even as his whole world is burning down, and as loud as he can scream and as loud as he can possibly be, trying to get anybody and everybody to look at him and see what's going on. In reality, you're never going to get to that point where people can actually understand. Does that make sense? Because there's filters, right? You hear everything through a filter. You learn everything through a filter. You take in everything through a filter. Like, you filter everything through your own experiences. So I could tell you something, and I'm telling you of my pain, my emotion, my experiences, but it's all filtered through my reality and how I perceive things. And then that in turn you receive and take in as information that's immediately filtered and processed through your own emotions and your own experiences. So it's a diluted message inherently, right? So yeah, that dropped out muffled scream is just, in my mind, the personified filter. It's like, even though you're screaming your head off and you're trying to get people to understand, it's not coming through clear. It's never going to be exactly the way you want them to understand. That being said, this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this. I hope you guys got something out of the video. I plan on doing more of these. I can't wait till they release a new video, a new song, so I can actually react to that one first time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have anything that you'd like me to check out, I'd be happy to do it. In the comments, let me know what you want me to react to. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.